All right, so we're going to talk about how to place your perspective pictures on an 11 by 8.5 paper. So go into iPhoto and find your day of pictures that you took. These should be the pictures that you took. You should not be in these pictures. Select 6 pictures that you like, and I would open one at a time. So I'm going to minimize this. You need to go into Photoshop. I clicked on it. Nothing came open. You need to go to File, New. You need to make sure it's set to inches. You need the width to be 11, height to be 8.5, resolution to be 300. A box will open. If this grid is on your box, hit Command and H at the same time and the grid will go away. So this is my piece of paper that I'm going to put those pictures on. I do not have the tools. To get the tools, you need to go to Window, Tools. You also need to get your layer box. Window, Layers. Okay, so now you want to open up iPhoto. You can make this smaller, put it over to the side so that you can still see your Photoshop document. I'm going to pick a photo, push down on it by mouse, pull down into Photoshop. It will then open. I need to make sure I'm on the Move tool. Very, very, very important. Before you do anything, select the Move tool. Then you notice they opened on top. Pull down the tab. You can make this picture smaller by doing Command minus. It's just smaller on your screen. I need to move this picture over here. This picture is from the camera. It's a 12 megapixel camera. So this is huge. You need to change the size of the picture before you do anything. So you go to Image, Image Size. You go down to the document size right here. And you want to change either the height or the width. I'm going to change the height because it's a vertical picture, and I'm going to change it to 7. When I change that number, then the computer changed the width. I hit OK. Now it's smaller. I can do Command minus to make it smaller, or I can do Command plus. See how it's 33, 50%, 66? So you can, this is your computer. You can make it whatever size you want to view on your screen. I'm on the Move tool. I then push down on the picture and move it over. Now I find the picture and I get rid of it because you don't need it. Hit the red. Do you want to save it? No, I don't want to save it small, so keep it original. Hit Don't Save. Then go back into iPhoto and find another picture. Drag it into Photoshop. Do the same thing. Make sure you're on the Move tool. Pull the tab down. You need to change the size. Image, Image Size. Go to the document size. This is a horizontal picture. I will then change the width to 7 because that is horizontal and width. I hit OK. I then push and pull over and I have my picture. I go over here, get rid of this, hit OK. No, don't save. So for your perspective project, you need 6 different perspectives. If you just pulled your picture over, this is how huge it would be. This is humongous. So that's why you want to change the size before you copy it over, because it's really big. How do you delete a layer? You click on that layer and you can then hit the trash can and hit yes, or you click on the layer and hit delete. So if you forget to make it smaller, go back, click on the picture, image, Image Size. I'm going to change the width to 7, hit OK, and move it over. I'm going to continue this until I get 6 pictures. Pull the tab down, image size, change the width to 7, hit OK, pull that over, get rid of it. One more. Pull the tab down, image size, make the height 7, hit OK, pull the picture over, click, get rid. Don't save. I do not need iPhoto anymore. I close it. So now you have your piece of paper. You can make your paper smaller by Command minus and pull out the corners so that you see the whole piece of paper. I now need to make my pictures bigger and move them on the page. So to move each picture, I'm going to hold down Command on the keyboard so that I can move them quickly. All right. This is too small, so I need to make each one bigger. To make it bigger, Command T, a box will appear. Hold and Shift, drag a corner. It's pixelated until you hit return. When you hit return, that box goes away. Go to another layer or hold down Command and use the mouse to click on your picture. It'll go to that layer. Select another picture, hold and Shift while you make it bigger. So you need to make your pictures dominant. You want to show your photos off. Command T, hold and Shift, and try to make them about the same size. All right. So you can display them however you choose. Make sure you have 6 different pictures. Once you have them placed, then you're going to add a title. You need to select the text tool. Then you need to make sure that you have a black color ink. If you do not click on it, a rainbow will show up. Click the color, so up here, and then hit OK. Come over here. Now I have the tool. I am just going to click on my paper. I now have a place where I can type. I want you to put in perspective. Project. You have options. You can highlight it, go up to the top, and make it all the way up to 72. Go back to the move tool. Move it just like you would a photograph. And you need to make sure that you spell it right, Miss Hostetler. Yep, that is a V. Okay, this line will stay here until you go to another tool. Once you click on another tool, that line will go away. But when you're on the text tool, there will be a line, okay? So you want to make sure your title is big, your pictures are big. Then I'm going to click the T again and click down below. Down below, you need to write a description of what did you do. You need to explain it. So this is at 72. I know that is going to be too big. I am going to go down to a smaller font before I start. I have it all the way to left justified, but you can make it center justified. However you want to do this. You want to write in complete sentences. We took 25 different perspective photos of our partner using different angles can help us get a creative. Now notice I'm at the end. I'm going to hit return. A creative photo or photograph. We picked 6 of our favorite photos. All right, so then I go back to the move tool and I can move it up. You want to make sure that you check your spelling. I think this line is too long compared to this one, so I'm going to go click. I'm on the text tool. I'm clicking on that, hitting return. I am then going to highlight all of it and go middle justified. I want to make it kind of look easy to read. I'm not all the way off. I'm not all the way over. You need to make sure you position it. So this is what I'm looking for. Command plus, I can make it larger so you can see. You have a paper, it shows you. I want a title, I want a description, and I want the photos dominant. When you are done, you go to File, Save As. It needs to be your last name, perspective. It's the same thing that you named your folder, but this is just a piece of paper. It's probably a PSD, which is fine. You want to just keep it that way. Hit Save, and then OK. If you know how to do this, File, Save As, you can also make it a JPEG. Keep it named the same, save it to the desktop as usual. Click on the format. Go down until you see JPEG. This will then make all the layers go together, and then you hit OK. See how the layers are now all together, and hit OK. Then you can print that later in time. So now you're done. You can make sure it's on the desktop before you close it, and then hit the red. Then you need to open up iChat. You need to take the project and turn it into Hostetler.